Hi everyone, my name is Rick Anderson. I'm the manager of the Extension Distribution Center along with our store, and I also dabble in the registration services area as well. So I commonly say, do you want to talk to somebody in charge or somebody that knows what's going on? Well, they sent me because I'm in charge. But in your packet, you'll see another little sheet. You've got lots of handouts, but at the top of the Extension Distribution Center, you'll see the names listed of the team members. And those are the people that know what's going on. So those are the best resources for you to contact if you have any questions about any of those areas. If there's a message I would want you to leave today, I'll tell it to you now so that you don't have to listen to the rest of me if you don't want to. It's mainly, if you have a question, please call any or all of us listed up there. We'd much rather have you contact us before you attempt something related to distribution, and we'll certainly walk you through it, because our main thing is to make it as easy for you as possible to get the information from Extension. And those of you that work in departments that create the content, same thing. We want to make it as easy for you, and we try to stay behind the scenes and make your job easier. Steve mentioned the dashboard, commonly referred to as the data dashboard as well. That is, I'm going to have to slap him later for talking about it in a derogatory manner, because it is developed internally by Iowa State Extension staff. The individuals that have developed it, Chris Johnson and Gori Devrajani, listed there in the staff team members, developed that software 4 or 5 years ago, and it's basically just a project management software that took the place electronically of miles and piles of NCR paper that flowed between all the various departments. And our goal is to, since it's developed in-house, our goal is to make it more usable so that people don't dread going to the dashboard, that they prefer to go there and monitor their projects and so on. The distribution center, as like Willie said and Steve said, the number of things that are produced and publications and information and everything, it has to be distributed somehow. And if not 100%, 99.5% of the stuff touches the distribution center in some fashion. I've listed, I'm not going to go through this handout, it's got lots of numbers and stuff like that for you based on the past year. We do a lot of distributing of the publications electronically and in hard form. Iowa State Extension is one of the top extension programs in the country, and our store is probably one of the top 3 as far as volume of sales and content that gets distributed statewide, nationwide, and worldwide. Iowa State has agricultural information that goes electronically all over the world, and we ship things probably 2 or 3 times a week internationally as well. So some of the numbers as far as the volume, I'll let you review that later. Halfway down you'll see that currently we have over a couple thousand, as we call them, hard items that are sitting on the shelves in the distribution center that we mail out. The shift, obviously, as many of you know, has gone from the hard items to, well, we'll say web items or digital downloads. We have over 1,000 of those. That also allows us to make that information available at a reduced cost and or free, because if the department subsidizes the creation of that information, basically we make it available on a web server, and if somebody's interested, they sign in, they click on a download, and they've got a PDF, and they've got the information instantaneously. One of our more popular items, as we refer to it as the Corn Bible, it is updated every 4 or 5 years, and it is by all means the best corn publication there is in the country, if not the world. And when we converted that to digital download about a year ago, the very first order placed for it was a digital download that went to Africa. I just thought that was rather ironic that it went around the world before it even went across the street. So that's what we're transitioning into. The store, as that's referred to, if you go to the Extension and Outreach website, you'll see a little button halfway down on the right hand side that says Browse the Store. That's just what it will take you to. And one of the first things I would suggest is, if you've been here at least more than 30 days and you've been through a payroll cycle, you should be in the directory and you should be able to sign into the store. And that's the first and foremost thing you should do, because that will bring you extension discounts for staff, and also make things available to you that aren't available to the general public. things like t-shirts and other promotional materials that Steve and Willie mentioned. They're available through the store site, and that sign-in is important for you to be able to access those items as well. The concept of the store is basically we are literally the middleman. Okay, we don't buy the product and sell the product. We basically get the product from the departments, whether it's extension and outreach or whether it's from other ISU departments. It comes to us, we market it, we sell it through the store, and then the department gets the proceeds. We get a small upfront fee or a small percentage of that to simply keep the doors open and the lights on, but the content flows through us, and the proceeds all go back to the department that originates it. So we are literally a middleman. Let's see, I've just listed at the bottom there a few things, some of our more popular publications. At the bottom, I couldn't help, one of the biggest problems I have with the distribution center is describing the breadth of information that we've got available in our thousands of items. So I just listed a couple of them at the bottom. The ever popular guard llamas. Any of you that have guard llamas that need some information on that, we have information related to guard llamas for your sheep herds. And some things on mushrooms and Iowa 4-H cookbooks and so on and so forth. So we have it is very entertaining just to browse. Take 5 minutes and browse through the store, and you'll have an idea of what we're talking about. Last mention, as we transition to conference planning and management, another item or another department that I'm involved with is registration services. They are part of the Extension Distribution Center location simply because of the flood that forced them out, and they came to live with us for a while, and that location has been working very well. It's just as it's described, it's registration services. If you're offering a workshop or a conference or anything like that, you can contract through registration services to create a custom website, handle all the registrations, all the payments, name tags, those kinds of things. Conference planning and management, of course, is one of our bigger clients, and I'm sure Julie will mention some of those services they offer as well, and we work very closely with them. So if you have any questions about any of those departments, the store, the distribution center, or registration services, feel free to give us a call, and I'll field questions as a panel later on.